it's like baseball diamond. Those of you who like jewelry, it's like diamond ring. Those of you who like carpooling, it's like the diamond ring. And there's not much at the site right now. I'm still working on that because I got into the race very late after it became clear that Todd Spitzer wasn't going to run because he had something like $40 million and I wasn't going to try that. But there is a contribution link there which I encourage you to use just to make sure that it works. I was born in the area of Los Angeles International Airport, raised from age 10 in Huntington Beach. I graduated from Cal State Long Beach, went to Michigan, and got a PhD in 1990. That's right, law is a second career for me. I am a registered Democrat. Please don't let that leave this room. I then, in 1999, went to Columbia Law School. After that, clerked for the Honorable Judge Betty Benz Fletcher, one of the absolute greats on the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, and then went to Debevoise and Plimpton, also one of the greats, but not quite the same way, in Manhattan. I'm barred in both New York and California. Let me talk about my qualifications as to be district attorney, which first raises the question, what are the qualifications one could have to be district attorney? First of all, I'm not there to be a prosecutor, and if you know much about how the Kelly Thomas case went, you know that that's probably a good thing. I'm there to be a supervisor of prosecutors. I'm there to set policy for prosecutors, and most of all, I am there to let prosecutors know that the people that do their job ethically will do well under me. The people that do their job unethically will not do well. The people who try to go for quantity, the kind of thing that we think appeals for the voters, will not do well. The people who try to do quality, to make sure that the right people are in prison, and the right people, if they're not in prison, are getting the most appropriate punishment, will do well under me. Those are the things I value, and that will change the DA's office right there. My biggest qualification, there's no way to say this without seeming self-congratulatory, is that I'm ethical and honest. I'm fearless. I take on my own political party all the time. I am not particularly interested in raising a lot of money coming out of Columbia. I could have been quite rich. I did not want to do that. I wanted to work for like the little guy and for what was socially useful and right. I am not willing to trim my sails and do what I think will play well with the public for the next election. I may run if elected in 2014. I may run again in 2018, but I'm not going to do a damn thing different than I would do otherwise acting ethically in order to appeal to the public for re-election. I'm not going to try to maximize the number of death penalties, maximize the number of people in jail, etc. I want to do the job right. I'm a solo practitioner. I work in plaintiff's employment law and government employment law, government accountability law, so you can imagine how I sleep. I see what people get away with all the time. Being in a plaintiff's employment law has a lot in common, I think, with doing prosecution, because you see what people think that they can get away with. Merely the threat, I believe, of having an honest and sharp DA with no tolerance for corruption is going to stop half of the impropriety people can contemplate in Orange County, because unlike what I believe to be the situation under the present DA, they know they're not going to get away with things. I believe in being smart on crime. I am very upset at what's happened with the Seal Beach Spring murder, Scott Dupre, where there has been the use of jailhouse informants, which may blow that case, and also the cases of some gang members where they used jailhouse informants and possibly trod on Fourth Amendment rights. Why do you need to do that? What does it say about the philosophy of the office when they're telling people that, it's okay to try that kind of a thing? It should not have been necessary, and it's counterproductive. I am very interested in working with UCI Law and other law schools here, but I did actually work at UCI Law to try to work on figuring out the best policies to run the best DA's office, and I'll save the rest for my 2-minute rebuttal. It's always worth a try.
Since there's not much to rebut, I want to thank all of you. Again, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody.